Good afternoon, everybody. Hope everyone had a bearable trading day today. I'm gonna do a weekly recap after tomorrow's session, just to talk about everything that went on during this entire week. But just want to let you know that's a future video that's gonna be coming. But for now, just want to do another trade recap for today. For those who were trading, knows that we had a couple of clean setups, but at the end of the day, like today was a very choppy day. I took two losses today. It was my first losing day of like the last 2 weeks, so you know, the statistics have to equalize at some point. So that's what we had today. A losing day. It was bearable. We lost just under $1,000. Nothing too bad. Um, just hop straight into the trades. I just hop into the 1 hour just to show you guys what happened when I was marking out my charts. But market opened or pre-market, we were just trending down. Thing with Asia and London recently is that we have just been dropping like crazy, and I always expect, these big drops to be filled, and it just doesn't really happen during New York AM. One thing about price dumping like that during Asia or during previous sessions is that during New York session we tend to have worse price action as all the volume happened during Asia and London. So there was no good price action that happened during New York because of that big dump that we had. As you can see throughout the entire week, I mean, we had a big dump during Asia during New Week Open. um, Big dump during Asia, and then I guess yeah, like Monday was not bad, but then Monday was not terrible, but then we had Tuesday all the way down to like today. It was just terrible. Tuesday was horrible. Tuesday was probably the worst day we've had. Tuesday was just disrespecting everything. I'm sorry, I'm doing the trade recap now. Weekly recap. Let me get back into focus. I'm sorry, but yeah. Um, Once again, we had Asia dumping like crazy. Asia and London dumping like crazy, and I was expecting price to kind of rebalance these ranges. And um, just coming in, I was marking obvious highs and lows, marking all my fair value gaps. I had a high up here, solid draw, had a high, had a draw right here that was paired with these resistance area right here. Um, Another draw right here. These are just highs and lows in the hourly, different swing points. Nothing too crazy, just potential draws I had. I had this draw back here, and I had 9:30 opening. We dumped, and this candle was another draw I had marked out. And then we had this hourly gap over here. This was a potential, or it did play out, but this was a big draw as well, just EQ of this range of this fair value gap, and we had a whole lot of fair value gaps up here. A couple 15 minutes, and I think a 4 hour as well. We had a 4 hour gap as well. Okay, my chart is not loading. Okay, here we go. But yeah, let's just jump straight into it. Those are my draws and liquidity I had for the day. During Asia, as we know, it chopped, but it also dropped a lot, and I wasn't really my bias wasn't necessarily bullish because although I did want these fair value gaps to be filled and these imbalances to be filled that we dumped throughout PM and previous day at price action, I wasn't necessarily bullish because unlike what we had the previous days where it was just straight dump, we had quite a like choppy downwards push. So and this big push that we had right here, all these imbalances were kind of already filled during yesterday. So we didn't have many imbalances compared to the previous days. So I was expecting a little more clean price action, especially because yesterday was news. So, as we know, Monday and Tuesday were going to be choppy because of the big news that we had on Wednesday. So Thursday, I was expecting there to be a lot nicer price action, but there wasn't. So just going into it, we had 9:30 market opened. Price kind of displaced through this hourly before respecting it, and here was the paper trade I saw. It was a really good setup, honestly. I wish I'd taken it. I was looking for. I tend to try to look for a 5 minute before I enter any trades. I want to see a 5 minute retrace and displacement off the five, but we did not get that. But this trade here was paper trade for the day. We had 9:30 market open, market dumps, and then it came back up and respected this hourly. Um, we had Price pull up, retraced a little bit. It it didn't really tap into any fair value gaps, and that's the main reason why it reversed this five, but that's the main reason why I didn't really enter into this trade. Um, but on the 1 minute we had a clean price action, and I saw that price kind of wanted to continue going up, so I entered mid candle on this paper trade, entered mid candle on this candle, and price just continued going up. My stop was just about under this fair value gap and also just around these lows, and price kind of just continued up and took out. I was aiming for this draw, but I would have exited here just because it's close enough to the draw, and we started to, kind of chop for a little bit. At this point, off of this candle, I went break even. But yeah, that was the paper trade. It would have been a good trade. A lot of people took that trade actually, and I wish I got that trade, but it's okay. Rest of the day, I didn't see any good entries whatsoever. We were getting a lot of fair value gaps. We were getting disrespected. We didn't get any good price action. Um, Price just chopped for the entire AM. I really should have gotten off here, but oh, also I took a trade during Asia yesterday, last night. I'll go over that as well. Yeah, during Asia yesterday, I took this trade here. It was a long. Um, it was a 5 minute inverse, right? Or I'm trying to remember. It was a I think it was a mech model, which is just, oh no, sorry about it. Was just a 5 minute and tap into a 5 minute. I think we inversed the one as well. 5 minute tap into a 5 minute. I entered off the displacement. That's what it was. Entered off displacement and took on when candle closed above these highs. Right around here. I was in profit, but price kind of chopped around for a little bit. I was targeting this 1 hour fair value gap that we ended up taking later on, but price kind of just dumped during this. It was like a new opening candle, new hourly candle during 10 o'clock. Price just kind of dumped down and stopped me out before continuing going higher. A little unfortunate, but that was a break even trade I took there. But just going back to the trades I took today, the first real trade I took, this was another trade I considered taking right here, but I also wanted to see, after price respect this hourly, I wanted to see a second confluence of price pulling back into this 1 minute before continuing going down. So I was looking for a price to retrace into this 1 minute before pushing down. I was hoping for something that looked a little bit more like this and then going down, but I didn't really get that move. And price just continued down to my take profit. My take profit was just on this hourly right around here. I was targeting somewhere around here. That was my target, but I didn't get a retrace. So that was another trade I missed out on. It wasn't necessarily a paper trade because I didn't decide to take it, but it was something that I was wanted to take, but I was looking for a higher confirmation, which we didn't get. And honestly, I don't think we even needed that higher confirmation just because of the fact that we tested this hourly, rejected, and retested it and rejected as well. And we also failed to take these highs. So just off of this price action alone, it was good indication that we wanted to continue going down. And I just decided to fade it because I was looking for further confirmation. But this rejection to this hourly and the price action itself was good confirmation for me to know that if we wanted to continue going down. We also created a 5 minute here, and at this point of creating the 5 minute, after I missed this initial move, I wanted to see a pullback off of this 1 hour. So I wanted to see a pullback after we tap this hourly around here before continuing to go down and pumping down. So I wanted to pull back here, but the price kind of chopped around for a little bit. Um, I was trying to trade into the pullback, which ended up working out. A lot of my trades today just ended up working out, but I just got stopped out. I got worked out here. Um, Here we see price coming to this hourly. We Here we broke structure a little bit and we failed to create a lower low off this candle. I also just like we failed to create a lower low. I entered off of this candle, this displacement I see right here. It was a it was a solid trade in my opinion. Price just broke structure, pushed down, and then off of this displacement, price pushed up again. I entered mid candle off of this displacement because it would look like we were going to close above this high because this candle was about to close up here, and then like the last 10 seconds, it kind of just jumped down. So because of that, I entered mid candle, and my stops were just above this low, and the following candle kind of just came down and whipped me out right around here by like 3 points before continuing to my take profit. My take profit was at this 5 minute. Q with this 5 minute right here. So that was a trade that I got stopped out on. It was a little unfortunate for me to get stopped out on. I kind of just watched this kind of get just complete jump up. We created this 5 minute over here. I wanted to see another retrace of this 5 minute price coming down and retracing this five, but we did not get that again. Um, yeah, we didn't really get that, and price reached this five, which was this take profit. After we reached this five, I didn't see price want to go up any higher. There was really no real confidence for it to continue going higher. We took this five, we tried to take this one, and higher time frame looks very bearish. So I wanted to see price continue down. So after price consolidated over here, we displaced out of this range. We tapped into this range. It rejected this 5 minute again, and I entered off of the rejection right around here when price closed on these lows. So this was honestly to me a solid A setup. I wouldn't say A plus just because we didn't really tap. I don't know. It wasn't the best trade because we were tying it like reversal. It was like minor reversal trading because it was the very first leg, but the confluences for the reversal was very much there. So I entered when price reclaimed these lows right around here. Price reclaimed these lows and pushed down. It had a lot of fair value gaps, which was scaring me. It also created a 5 minute up here, which was also scary to me because I knew that price kind of wanted to come up and claim this 5 minute before it continued going down. So off of this push down, I saw this 5 minute up here, so I didn't decide to go break even here. I kept my stop just above this candle. Um, Price came up, it edged this 5 minute. I really do believe that if it hit this 5 minute, this move wouldn't have happened. But it's unfortunate that it edged this 5 minute. We didn't get the tap into the five. It seemed to respected this five instead. Continued down, respecting these 5 minutes. I wanted to see a good inverse of these 5 minutes right here. Um, yeah, we got an inverse of this first 5 minute, but we didn't inverse this second 5 minute down here. But price really wanted this five up here, I'm assuming. That's why it wicked me out. I got stopped out above these highs on this candle. I stopped out on this candle. I think my stop was around 244.90 was my stop. It was just above this 5 minute. I didn't feel the need for it to be up here. If it wanted to stop me out here, it'd probably get me up here as well. And that's what it ended up doing. Price wicked me up, stopped me out, and then continued to my take profit once again. So today my bias was good. My predictions were good. The things I wanted to see and how it plays out were good. It's just I really do believe it was just an unfortunate day. The trades were good, the biases were good, everything ended up playing out eventually. I just got wicked out on both trades. So it's a little unfortunate. Um yeah, it is a little unfortunate that we got wicked out. I was also for this trade here, I wanted to see price count come down to 930 lows. I probably would have took profit at these internal lows. That's where my profit was. But at this point, I also would still be looking for shorts to come down to this 930 low. Probably gonna happen. Knowing my luck, I'm already locked out because I took my two losses for the day. I'm trying to just limit myself to two losses for the day. But yeah, losing day for the first time in like 7, 8 days, so it's okay. Like with the statistics, I gotta lose eventually. I gotta have a losing day eventually. Still a very manageable losing day. On the bright side though, I got my payout. It's still processing right now, but the funds should be getting sent anytime soon. Hope there's no information here that I should not be leaving. Yeah, I don't see nothing. Right? Yeah, y'all ain't gonna hack me. Right? Yeah, we good. We good. But yeah, um, that's what happened today. Pretty unfortunate because I did have two good trades that ended up working out. This could have been a damn near like $3,000, $4,000 day, but I just got worked out. If I took this trade, I would have been up like two K here. This would have been another 1.5K or around 2K. This would have been around just under 2K once again. So this could have been another like 5,000, $4,000 day. Pretty unfortunate. Got wicked out. Missed out on this trade right here. Another trade over here I thought about taking, but also missed out on. So there were moves. I'm not gonna say there weren't moves today. It's just price. The reason I was being cautious during this is because I'm having like doubt because of the week that we've had so far. So I was playing it safe just because the week that we had so far. Price action was better this week because we were after news, I believe. But I was being more cautious because I was seeing fair value gaps getting disrespected. Price wasn't really delivering to any direction. So for that reason, I was being more cautious. But yeah, missed out on two trades here, and took two losses for the day. But both manageable losses, and they both worked out. So that is only just proof of concept that I know that my strategy is working. It was just unfortunate price action we had today. Like if I put my stop on external highs instead up here, this would have played out. So just proof of concept of how things are working out and how my strategy is working. Just unfortunate that we took that loss today. But on the calendar, I'm still up for the month so far. Took basically 8 winning days, eight winning streak because I passed my this eval on March 9th and March 10th, 1500 here, 1500 there. So it was a big long streak of winning. Had to get a loss eventually, but manageable loss. Not gonna lie, if I did just take profits at these certain fair value gaps, like last night we were testing a fair value gap and price was also chopping around for a bit. So last night I was up 600. I could have also taken profit off that fair value gap instead of aiming for the hourly. I would have been up to 600. Not even talking about taking this trade or this one. Here, unfortunate stop out, but manageable. This was like around $500 loss, and here I was up around 600 once again. But price ended up reversing on me. But if I took profits at these fair value gaps instead of aiming for this hourly, then you know, that would have played out as well. But unfortunate day, things ended up. I learned there's good lessons today, and today was a proof of concept kind of day. I'm excited for tomorrow to see how tomorrow plays out. I'm proud of the way I was able to lock myself out instantly after taking two losses. I feel like the losses I took today were good learning lessons, and they were also manageable. I did not gamble and entered good things. This trade, however, was a little impatient. I should have waited for candle closure, but this trade was a solid trade that I'm proud of taking. And yeah, I hope you guys had a good trading day today. If you have any questions whatsoever, feel free to leave in the comments down below. I forgot to add my Instagram on the last video, so I'm gonna put that back and add my Instagram on that video. I'm gonna put my Instagram on this bio as well. So feel free to message me if you have any questions or if you wanna join my community. Then let me know and we can all work together. I hope you guys have a good day. Hope you guys had a good trading day today. Good luck on tomorrow. Good luck on Asia session. I'm not gonna be trading Asia session, but good luck. And as per usual, hope you guys have a good rest of your day. Damn, I can't talk. Good rest of your day. Have a good day, guys. Bye bye.